Have you ever imagined what it might be like to reside in one of the US states with the lowest population density? What difficulties may you have in sparsely inhabited state but rich in scenic natural areas and chances for outdoor recreation? Today we'll explore these questions and more as we delve into why nobody lives in Montana. Think of a location with broad stretches of breathtaking natural beauty, untamed terrain, and countless options for outdoor activity. A spot where you can get lost in the magnificence of mountain ranges and breathe in clean, vast air in open landscapes. Imagine it now with very few people residing there. This is Montana's paradox, one of the least populous states in the US. Number 20. Distance from medical research and clinical trials. Montana's distance from primary medical research and clinical trial centers can limit access to cutting-edge treatments and therapies for certain medical conditions. This can be particularly challenging for individuals with rare or complex medical conditions who may benefit from participating in clinical trials or accessing specialized treatments that may not be available locally. Number 19. Wildlife encounters. Montana is home to a diverse array of wildlife, including bears, mountain lions, and wolves. While these animals are essential to the state's natural environment, they can also pose a safety risk to humans. Encounters with wildlife can be dangerous and even deadly, particularly for those unfamiliar with how to safely navigate these situations. Number 18. Distance from major urban centers. Montana's large size and low population density can make it challenging for residents to access the amenities and services in larger urban centers. Many towns and cities in the state are spread far apart, making it difficult to access shopping, entertainment, and cultural opportunities. This can create a sense of isolation and limit opportunities for socialization and community engagement, particularly for those living in remote areas. Number 17. Harsh winters. Montana is known for its long, cold winters and extreme weather conditions, which can make life difficult for residents. In addition to heavy snowfall and freezing temperatures, the state is prone to other extreme weather events such as tornadoes, hailstorms, and wildfires. These conditions can create safety hazards, damage property, and disrupt transportation, making it challenging for residents to go about their daily routines. Number 16. Economic challenges. Montana's economy is heavily dependent on industries such as agriculture, mining, and energy production, which can be subject to fluctuations in commodity prices and market demand. This can lead to economic instability and job insecurity for residents, particularly those in rural areas. Additionally, the state has a relatively low median income and high poverty rates, making it difficult for some residents to make ends meet and achieve financial stability. Number 15. Harsh terrain. The harsh topography of Montana, which includes natural characteristics such as mountains and woods, can make it difficult to develop new communities and construct necessary infrastructure. Because of this, the number of homes and other amenities available in some locations may be reduced. Number 14. Access to entertainment and cultural activities. Access to entertainment and cultural activities is restricted in Montana due to the state's rural geography and low population. As a result, there are few opportunities for people to participate in cultural and entertainment activities. Those who take pleasure in lively social settings or attend cultural events may find this inconvenient. Number 13. More affordable housing. In Montana, there is currently a shortage of affordable housing, which can make it challenging for individuals to locate a place to live that is within their price range. This is especially the case in regions that have a strong demand for housing, such as college cities and vacation towns. In the past few years, housing costs have gone up in Montana, especially in popular places like Bozeman and Missoula. Because of this, many people need help finding affordable places to live. A report from the Montana Department of Commerce says that just for low-income renters, the state needs more than 13,000 affordable housing units. Number 12. Limited public transportation. Little alternatives for public transportation. Montana's lack of transportation options can be a considerable obstacle for people who need access to a vehicle of their own. Because of this, it may be challenging for residents to take advantage of career opportunities or other services. Number 11. Natural disasters. Montana is no stranger to natural disasters. Wildfires, floods, and severe winter storms are common occurrences in the state, causing damage to homes and infrastructure and posing health risks to residents. Wildfires in particular can be incredibly destructive, with smoke and ash affecting air quality and exacerbating respiratory problems. Number 10. Too many animals. Living in Montana can be tough, and not just because of the rugged terrain or harsh winters. No, the real challenges of living in the Big Sky country is dealing with the state's overabundance of wildlife. Yeah, you heard that right. There are just too many animals here. You wake up in the morning and find a bear in your backyard. You're trying to enjoy a picnic and suddenly a herd of bison comes thundering through. So if you're looking for peace and quiet in Montana, you might want to invest in a good pair of running shoes. Number 9. High cost of living. The cost of living can be relatively high in Montana, especially in regions with great competition for available housing. In rural locations, there is typically a lower availability of goods and services, contributing to a greater cost of living overall. Number 8. Limited educational opportunities. Little educational possibilities are available in Montana because the state's public school system receives insufficient funding, and there is a few institutions of higher learning in the state. This may provide a considerable obstacle for families that already have young children. Number 7. High altitude. A large portion of the state of Montana is located at a high altitude, and because of this, certain people may find it challenging to acclimate to the thinner air. This can result in a variety of health complications, including exhaustion, shortness of breath, and headaches. Also, it may make engaging in physically demanding activities more difficult, particularly for people not accustomed to the higher altitude. Number 6. Limited access to technology. Access to technology is restricted in many parts of Montana. As a result, it can be challenging to carry out remote work or maintain a connection to the rest of the world, as the access to tech is one of the most essential factors in the 21st generation. Most people involved in tech-related work avoid living in places like Montana. Number 5. Geographical isolation. Montana is one of the states in the United States that is one of the most geographically isolated. It is a landlocked state that shares boundaries with just 4 other states: North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, and Idaho. This state may be found in the far northwest corner of the United States, and because of this, it may be difficult for inhabitants to access the commodities and services available in larger cities or areas with a higher population density. Number 4. Harsh climate. Montana has a climate that can be described as harsh, with lengthy cold winters and relatively brief summers. Because its location in the north, the state has a higher risk of being affected by snowstorms, blizzards, and other types of severe weather. This can make it difficult for locals to go about their everyday lives, which can be a big disadvantage for those not accustomed to temperatures that are either high or low. Number 3. Limited job opportunities. Opportunities for employment are limited in Montana because its economy is mostly centered on agriculture, the extraction of natural resources, and tourism. These businesses could be able to offer some employment possibilities, but still it's unlikely that there'll be enough to maintain a sizable population. Because Montana has a very low population, the state potential for job growth can be constrained, and it can be difficult for individuals to find work in the state. Number 2. Cowboys everywhere. Living in Montana can be a real challenge, and it's not just because of the unpredictable weather. The real struggle is dealing with all the cowboys and their hats. You can't go anywhere without tripping over a pair of spurs or getting poked in the eye by a 10-gallon hat. So if you're not a fan of rodeos or line dancing, you might want to think twice about living in Montana. Number 1. Rural lifestyle. A rural way of life can be found in Montana. This state is predominantly rural and has a tiny population that is dispersed across a broad geographic area. This may be a key attraction for those who favor the peace and quiet that comes with living in a rural setting. On the other hand, it might not appeal to people who like the conveniences that come with living in the city. We hope you have a better idea of what it's like to live in this beautiful state and some of the unique challenges and opportunities that come with it. If you've learned something from this video, please click like and share it. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. See you next time.